does today's technology in the workplace affect trust?
That's a great question. I think it's a double-edged sword. I think it can make it so people don't really have meaningful. It's so easy. I mean, my wife and I will sit in the house together and text each other. And she's 20 feet away and she's texting me and I'm texting her an answer. I mean, it's just so easy to get quick answers, and that diminishes a little bit the trust-building nature of relationships. So I think, and then I think what goes on in social media can actually make people pretty wary. Social media can be pretty rough on people. There's a lot of attacks that go on that people wouldn't say to each other if they were face-to-face and had a flesh and blood human being in front of them. So I think that's the downside. On the other hand, it can keep there from being silos and from people closing in on their own little group. It actually can fertilize conversation with more points of view. And so I think it's a double-edged sword.
And the silos, again, are just people, how would you define that? Just information just staying within one team or?
Yeah, whereas social media, or just having a way electronically to communicate, you can do surveys, you can hear from people. At JetBlue, we send out a letter every week to 25,000 employees, so we're communicating with them, whereas that would be impossible, you know, before there was this kind of electron. When I was CEO at Trammell Crow Company, I used to send out a partner letter every 2 weeks, and it would be printed up and mailed out, and it was a lot of work to get it out every 2 weeks. And now we do it electronically, we get it out every week. And anytime there's a major event, we get it out so that people are reading about us inside the enterprise, not through the press.
And trust, again, keeping people well informed is a big aspect of trust.
Huge.
Yeah.
And it's not just telling them good things. You know, everybody is sensitized to spin and being told only the good things. Real trust comes when people say, here's what's not going well, here's what we need to do. It's talking about the bad news as well as the good news. It's talking about events before as well as after. It's keeping those lines of communication open. I mean, in a sense, it's transparency. Transparency makes us trust. Closing things off, silos, to use the word you were using, closing things off into silos builds walls of mistrust.